Okay, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Perfect. And do you see your WordPress login screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Let's see the moment of truth. See if it works. So again, your admin link is kaleekulbe.com/WP-admin. So
Yep.
that's the quick and easy way. Okay, we're not going to talk about logins and passwords, but you should have your saved. All right. So here is the plan. We are going to walk through um, the dashboard here on the left side. I'll show you what it is that you should touch and what to do with it, and what it is that you should stay away from, because there are areas where I stay away from too,
Okay.
mostly where there is original coding and we just don't want to mess up anything. Okay. So feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to ask back to see if any part is clear, and then we'll move on. Okay. So when you go in, basically in the top left, where there's this little house and it says Kalea Kulbe, this is where you can toggle between actually visiting the site to see what it looks like for the outside visitors, and toggle back the same place. It changes to a clock, Kalea Kulbe, and then you go back to the dashboard. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the two views basically. So I'm going to show you how to edit pages, where the pictures are, how to add posts when you're ready for that, and how to update the plugins, which is what you normally would be coming in here for. Okay. So when you open the dashboard right here, it'll give you some messages that may be important to look at and decide what to do. Right now, we have two things, and see these green lines on the side. It just means that these are like just some friendly, nice messages. There is no orange or red sign. There is nothing life-threatening or urgent. So you can read them and you can exit out of them. These are not important.
Okay.
And then your site health status, that's actually pretty important, but it says no information yet. It would show you sort of like maybe like there are 3 out of 5 issues, and then you can go inside this visit. You can visit the site health screen, and then here it'll be telling you. So right now your site is running on an older version of PHP. We are not going to update it because the latest PHP update would break your website, which it did a week ago with one of my other clients. So I literally put the website back to this version. Is a really good version. It's not an old version, actually. The newest one is still just 8.2 something or 8.3. So PHP is actually one of the updates that you probably should not do on your own,
Okay.
uh, because that's a little bit of a bigger and more technical update. It's just a click of a button. That's not what it is, but you have to make sure it's a good update. Kind of like Microsoft, is the next update a good update, or should we wait?
Yeah.
Okay. So a scheduled event is late. I have no idea what this is, but these are not important. If there was important things, it would have like exclamation marks or other things. You can always ask me if those seem to be important or not. Okay, so the first menu item here on the dashboard is GoDaddy. So if you click on that, you literally can go inside your GoDaddy hosting site. So this is like a simplified version, but you're already like in the hosting and you can navigate here. So you wouldn't even have to go through GoDaddy unless you want like the full, everything inside GoDaddy. But it actually already has you like last 7 days, how many? You have a lot of visitors in 7 days. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's just a quick help to get inside GoDaddy. And then posts is where you can add a blog. So you would literally click on add posts, and it works sort of like a word editor. So not a very tricky part. You add the title, you add paragraphs, you can add the picture. If you click on plus sign, you can add a picture, and you either upload a picture or you find one from the media library. Let's just add something quick.
So is this where I could like post like my intro class that I'm doing on Saturday
For
or
example, yeah, you can start with that.
okay.
The only thing with blogs, we could have a separate training session of blogs. The only thing with blogs that they should have specific headings, the same as on your website. So you should start with a heading 1, which is the title. And then if it's a longer blog, add heading 2s, 3s, 4s, if it's a longer blog. And you literally need to fill out this right side. Okay, for a post, you should set a featured image, because if you share it in like Facebook or somewhere, this is the image it's going to show up with. You should pick a category, and right now all you have is health and wellness, but you can always add the category. And you should also add tags, I don't know, like, food zoning class for parents. And you can separate it just with by the enter, or you can separate it, I think, with a comma too, but
Okay.
with comma, yeah. So you can add as many tags as you want, but it's not like Instagram. You don't have to add 30 or 40, but you should add like 2, 3, 4. And the reason I like you to fill this out always is because this will help your SEO on your website big time. This is one place that can help you a lot, because Google will notice that, oh, there's something new on this website. Oh, what is this about? And it keeps seeing the keywords, food zoning and all that. So it'll be always some new and relevant information. Okay. So, and then when you're ready, you publish it, of course, on the top right, or you can save it as a draft if it's something you're working on. Maybe you're done with it, but you don't want to like make it live. Okay, so these are the two options. I'm going to save it as a draft because I don't want to publish this for you. And then you should see it show up here at the bottom left. It says draft saved, view preview. So we can view the page right now, and this is what it would look like. Okay.
So where does that show up on in the
So we
header?
don't have a blog page set up, but I can set that up for you in like 5 minutes. So as soon as we have a blog page activated, it'll be like blog
Oh,
here. And then it'll be underneath, always the freshest on top.
okay.
Okay. Do you want me to set that up? Are you ready for this?
Um, not probably not yet.
Okay.
Although I
It's
don't know, because we could we take my blog post from my last website and add it, and then like this is where I would ideally add like my class, like my little events and classes and stuff.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, we already don't have access to the website. So
I can resend it to you.
yeah, if you saved it, yes, we can add it here for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go back to the dashboard. So I'm going back to the top left, clicking on dashboard. And if you check on the posts now, it should be sitting there. Posts. And well, we didn't give it a title, but that's what it is, okay? And it has the tags, the categories, everything, okay?
Cool.
And if you want to open it, you just literally click here, so on the title. And you can even, like right now, because we didn't add the title, I can quick edit and I can add the title right now, right? That's what a quick edit is good for. Slug, actually, you should always add the slug because it's probably gonna create a random slug. So I would just say food zoning class. So literally what it is, because a slug is, what shows up on top of the domain with the link. So if it makes sense, that's always better for you and update it. But it's in draft mode, so it's not active, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's keep through the post. Portfolio is not a feature we are using on your website, okay? So there's nothing here. Maybe one time, one day, we will find a purpose for it, but right now we're not using it.
Okay.
But right underneath media is where all your pictures are inside the library. And it's not only for pictures, also your document. That's the last one that's uploaded here. So your PDF document is here, and all the images that are somehow part of the website.
Okay.
I think I deleted I'm pretty sure I deleted all the stock images that we didn't purchase. So actually, like this one, I should delete. Sorry about that. So to delete a picture, you click on it, and then you should see, I don't know if you see it because the Zoom screen is there. Let's move it out. So delete permanently.
Okay.
Okay. But basically what I want to show you and what you should pay attention to, again, an SEO feature. Let's say that we added a new picture. I'm gonna, let's see, like this one. You most likely only have a title at that point there. And make sure if the title isn't what the picture is, then you rename this and you fill out the alternative text, the captions, and the description. And I literally purposefully filled all these for you to make sure it says who you are, what you do. Is Littleton correct? Is that where our address is?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I looked that up. Yeah. So I have local SEO here for you. I have your name. I had food zoning. I did different things for the different pictures, but basically your pictures will be ranking on Google first, most likely. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's that. And if you like to add something new, it's on top, add media file, and then you just look for it on the computer. So select files and it goes to your computer. The only thing is that you want to make sure that you prep the picture and it's not 1, 2, 3 megabytes, that it's already optimized for a speedy download, which means that all your pictures should be around, let's check, around 3, 4, 500 kilobytes. This one's 238. Okay, because otherwise your page will load slowly. 76 kilobytes.
Okay.
That's awesome because it's a really quality picture. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I made sure all your pictures are already optimized. Okay. Okie doke. Any questions about the library?
Nope.
Okay. Now you have two sliders, which is a slideshow, a carousel. So one of them have your testimonials now, and I think it's the home slider. Nope, then it's the nectar slider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So inside nectar slider, that's where I ended up putting your testimonials. So if you'd like to change one, you can, of course, like highlight one, Kim Smith, and then in bulk actions, you can move it to trash by applying it. Or you can literally go inside of it, edit it, and change the name and everything else. Or the third option is add the new slide. So these are the things you can do. And I think you can figure it out because it's pretty self-explanatory. The only thing I did, because it sort of required a thumbnail, meaning I think it would be like a mini picture of your client, I didn't want to get difficult for now to start this for you. So I literally just took a rectangle from that background that it's set beside or on top of. And so literally they're sitting on top of this one color square, okay?
Okay.
Well, I think it's like a background thumbnail. I don't even know. I didn't want to make it complicated. I just wanted to make it streamlined. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this one's in your library if you need to use it for a new one. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So this is the slides. And now we arrived to the pages. And that's obvious. That's where all your pages are. So right now, I love the maintenance, the coming soon page. Who knows, maybe you need to activate it sometime. We have the optional homepage. I think I will delete these two, the plus services and plus wellness page. But anything else that doesn't show draft, those are your actual pages. And so here is a very, 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 very important thing that I'd like you to pay attention to. So there are technically 3 ways to edit a page. There is an edit, there is a quick edit, and there is an edit with WordPress Bakery Page Builder. And because your pages are created with the Page Builder, that's the editing feature I would like you to use.
Okay.
1, this is the visual version. 2, if you use the edit, the plain edit, you literally will broke your page. But it's like more code look, so I can show you like what your about Kaylee page. See, this is what your about page looks like. And it's a little bit harder to navigate.
Hmm.
But this isn't how we created it. So if you start making changes here, you start like removing rows or, columns, then things will go really weird on the
Okay.
front end. So try to remember it. The only thing I do on these pages is this. On the right side, just like on the post that you set up the featured image, like you literally can set this up also, like for the About Kaylee page, which image should show up when you like link it in an email or anywhere. Um, I think we have this picture there,
Hmm.
right? So this is the right side with the settings that you only see here. So we don't even have a chance to, access this area anywhere else.
Okay.
But you can view the page up here or here. Always make sure if you make any changes that you review what happened, okay? We're not going to see anything here because that feature is not, on the page, but behind the scenes. But the other easy way to access any area is through the Edit WordPress page builder, which is also here. So if I'm standing on a page, it also offers me to access that feature up there.
Okay.
So let's say you want to make some changes with the verbiage. You literally, this one is easy because as you move your mouse around, you see a text box block. So you go inside and then you change. I don't know. And then make sure you save it here. And also it's a double save on each page with the update on the top right. So you save it inside the element and then you save it on the page as a whole page.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make this change, so I'm just gonna exit. So text blocks, I think are really easy to manipulate. Buttons are also right inside the text box. So your buttons look like this. It says book a session. Here's the link where it leads. Um, and the style is all set up here with the colors, okay? I wouldn't touch it unless you wanna rename what the button's for. And if you wanna make any changes, Kaylee, on the text, I would be very careful not to like take off like half, the amount or anything significant because your balance will be thrown off.
Hmm.
Um, the pictures are surprisingly, it's not like a picture here, but they are set up as the column background.
Oh, okay.
So if you hover over column, the little pencil is the editing feature. And then inside each column, there are several features here. And the second one is background, okay? So I have set up everything perfectly. Like there's a column padding that matters, how the picture is stacked. The rest are not really set up, so it's just basic settings, but this is where the picture is, okay? And the background image position, image stacking, these are all important. And the size, of course, right?
Yeah.
So this is where all the pictures are. Maybe you have one or two pictures that are picture here, but most of them are set up as column backgrounds, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me see what else is important on a page. Same with these book appointments, these are simple. It's like a header text and the same with a button. So I think the only different pages are the ones with maybe the forms. So like the contact me page has a form right here. So edit with page builder. And we're gonna replace these forms. So I'll show you what it is now, but it's gonna come from MailerLite, right?
Yep.
So it is technically a text box with this short code that's coming from the contact form plugin, and it's gonna have also a short form look that says something like MailerLite. Okay, so it'll be like a feature like this embedded inside a text box.
Okay.
But any of those forms, once we replace it to MailerLite, you'll have to edit them in MailerLite. So they're
Oh,
gonna pull on from outside from the website, okay?
okay.
Okay, any questions about updating any pieces of a page?
Um, no, I don't think so.
I think it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It almost works like a Word document with the tags, but not exactly. The only times maybe you'll see a surprise is where we have white text. Do we have white text? Not on this page. I think on the home page maybe. Here. So this would be a feature that you wouldn't see the text in the text box. No, actually, I think it's a special text box. So it's set for the white color. I just look quickly. So here's an inner row text box. Yeah, so you wouldn't, okay, so you wouldn't see the text, right? But it's because it's in the code that it's a color white. The text is there, but you don't see it in the visual. Only if you like highlight with the mouse, there's a text, right? But it's white.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go back to the dashboard. I'm gonna close this page just by clicking on X. Okay, dashboard, what's next? So we've done post, media, Nectar slider, pages. Okay, you do have comments, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing here, but with time, this is another area you probably should check. It's gonna have a number behind comments if there's anything here.
Okay.
But most likely the only things you will see are like spam. So these are like unapproved comments. So you literally would just have to go here and then say that it's trash or spam or something. I have not seen anything meaningful here yet. Okay.
Mhm.
Contact, for now, this is where your two contact forms are, but this will change to coming from MailerLite, okay?
Yep.
Okay, Salient is your WordPress theme, the skin, the design coded skin that I build a website on. So this just has a ton of settings, but it's not something you should touch. But everything like the font type, font styles, what size should be the heading, what does the header navigation look like? This is where your logo is set. The logo is set differently for mobile, for non-mobile. What does your header, look? This one you looked at already with me, so we played around with. So everything's set up here, like everything.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't touch it, but it's good to know that everything is pulling all the universal features are coming from here. Okay.
Yep. So this is where the mobile settings and the desktop settings are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and the accent colors and everything, typography, everything. So all these here on the left side all belong to the theme, and they are the same as here on the left side. So just a zillion settings.
Mhm.
All right, global sections are not something we're gonna touch, but there is nothing in here anyways. Okay. Appearance is pretty important. This is where your menu is set up. So this is what your menu looks like right now. And
Mhm.
if you ever wanted to add like sub pages or more, we would just pull from the pages and add it. If I wanted to, like, let's say, move the book now underneath services, then I would just move it out a little bit and save it there. These are the things. Or you can switch around pages here. It's just a drag and drop situation. Um, the other thing that's in appearance is under customized. And this is where your site identity is with the tagline and the name of the website and the little site icon that shows up in the search window, the domain name where in front of it. So that's some of the things. You can access the menus here too. The home page is set up here to which one. The widgets, the footer area and all that. Technically, you can access them here, but this isn't where it's set up. It's set up under Salient
Okay.
and widgets in there. And then this is where your settings for the social buttons are. And we only have the Facebook. I didn't set Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn because within, those are not like managed areas, right?
Mhm.
But
I
this is
don't
where,
even have Twitter and I'd never get on LinkedIn. So,
no. Okay, so there we go. Not important. Okay, now we have arrived to plugins. This is where you're gonna look. Basically, this is where you have to look every time.
okay.
So these are all your plugins, and what they are mini software that have some function. So each of them does something for your website. Uh, Akismet is protecting you from spam. Contact form, we talked about it. Those are your contact forms. Duplicate page, I use that because once we created the look and feel, I literally just duplicated some pages and moved things around. So
Mhm.
all the settings stays the same and all that. So we can leave this here. Maybe it's gonna come handy in the future. Light start is your maintenance mode. I don't know if we need to keep other, but it was here already. And all the rest are salient, so part of your WordPress theme. So these are all core features, the home slider, all that. And then here is your editor, the bakery page builder. Okay, so this is actually not a lot of plugins. It's like a normal clean amount. You don't want to have a ton of plugins. You can have a ton of plugins, but the more plugins you have, the more the site health will have to be checked often because so what happens right now, there's no number behind your plugins here and there's no plugins to be updated. So when you have a plugin to be updated, there'll be a line here. It's going to say Akismet has a new version available, update now. And you literally click on it and in a few seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, it'll update it.
Okay.
But the important thing what can happen is a plugin update can bring down a website, which it doesn't often do, but sometimes it does.
Okay.
Like, let's say the potential for it to happen is like once a year, maybe.
Okay.
So when that happens, so the reason maybe you're going to have like one or two or four or five here, do not do them all at once. So don't click on update, 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 because they would do it, but if something happens, you don't know which one caused the problem.
Mm.
So do update, done, update, done, update, done. And it's going to tell you here that something happened and it's not fine.
Okay. And then what?
You also should get an email. If
Okay.
it's really bad, it's going to send you an email from WordPress telling you that this update has brought down your website. And it'll give you like a recovery link for a safe mode.
Oh, okay.
I would put the plugin, I would first of all deactivate the plugin, like deactivate like this. See if the website is working fine without that plugin.
Okay.
But then you would have to literally contact your hosting company. If something is really bad, you need to call GoDaddy and say, hey,
Okay.
something happened, my website is down. And they should be able to fix it for you. And so, since they back up your site every day, they should. Um, they literally could always put it back to like a previous day.
Okay.
Okay, and then don't touch that plugin, whatever caused something. Then you can reach out to me, ask my ideas, all that. Some of my clients don't want to worry about this, and that's why they ask me to maintain a website, and I do this for them. And if anything happens, of course, I'm the one dropping everything and calling, their hosting company. If things go well, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. Everything hopefully will be just fine.
Well,
Yeah. So that's plugins. And then users is where we are. Actually, I wanted to ask you about this one.
mhm.
So you have your name and you're an administrator connected to this email account, the footnotes Gmail account, and then you have another admin that leads to the Yahoo account.
Mhm.
And I don't think we need both. Just
Correct. Yeah, I was actually wondering because when I think it was Gloss Genius, maybe that was emailing me, and they were emailing me the Kaylee Colby one, and they were like, "We need to verify your footnotes one," and I was like, "How did they even get the Kaylee Colby one?" So yeah, we could not have that one and just the footnotes one.
do you know if you've been logging in with this one, this Kaylee one?
Yes, Kaylee. Yes.
Okay, as long as we know that's working. I can always resend the password. Okay, so let me get rid of this because we don't need. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And there are, of course, other levels of not just administrator, but other contributor or editor levels. So if you ever want somebody to, I don't know, create blogs for your website or something, that person may not need administrator rights. That person could be an editor. And my recommendation is that you don't have too many administrators, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's where the users are. And then tools is not a place we touch except for the site health, which we already looked at. So site health is also accessible here. Okay. And then WordPress Bakery Page Builder is your editor, but you don't need to set anything in there. Settings is where original codes are. So definitely don't touch this. I don't touch any of this.
Okay.
Light Start is your coming soon plugin, so we'll just leave it there. So some of the plugins actually are here too, and this is where we do things to them.
Okay.
And collapse names. So that's it. So this is really it. So what you really need to know what they do and how to operate are, I would say, the dashboard, the posts, the media with the pictures, your nectar slider, of course, your pages, and then the plugins.
Mhm.
And I mean, if you don't get to your plugins every month, only every 2 months, it's not going to be the end of the world. Try to do it every month, but I think it'll be okay if you, yeah, if you let it go a month here and there.
Okay. So
You
that's
have
just
you have a pretty new website with everything fresh and up to date in there, right? So I don't think you should have a lot of worries, at least not in the first few years.
okay, cool.
Um, I think we need to add, actually, we should add. Let's add the plugin that's gonna protect you a little more. Okay, it's called WordPress, and we can use it free. But let's do that after the video because we need to set it up through your email. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's that. Any questions?
No?
No. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop the video then.